welcome to Eau Claire North at the Doghouse for the opener of Big Rivers Conference play as the Eau Claire North Huskies host the Hudson Raiders. This is Dan Lau on play-by-play with Dom Millay as the producer. Thank you for joining us this evening for Big Rivers Volleyball. Looking at the starters for the Hudson Raiders. Andy Burns, Addie McCarthy, Libby Bartz, Kate Kilty, Aspen Mullally, and Aniston Zoller. And the libero is Caitlin Drost. Hudson is in the all-navy uniforms with the gray outline on the sleeves, the libero in white. Looking at the Eau Claire North Huskies, the starters are Tony Woodruff, Adeline Shepler, Kendall Vance, Elle Ruber, Olivia Profit, and Madeline Cope. The libero is Elle Ruber. Eau Claire North is in the white uniforms with the baby blue trim and the libero in the black uniform. Eau Claire North is coached by Anna Fassler. Hudson led by Brittany Young Sanchez. Be your best with equipment from Play It Again Sports of Eau Claire. Thank you to all of our sponsors. These games would not be possible without all of them. And we can bring it to you live and free night in and night out. And the Doghouse student section is getting into this one. Looks to be jersey night. I'll keep my eye out for the coolest jerseys I find in there. I already see a throwback Rockets. Team USA hockey. And the Hudson Raiders will serve. They come in today with an 8-3 record. Zoller with the serve over. And nice block from Addie McCarthy. Of course, Hudson, a D1 state qualifier last year with a gaudy 36-3 record. That hit over, clips the net. And a push pass. Long rally here between these two. And nice floating shot by Adeline Shepler. Now serving for the Huskies is Shepler. 1-1 early in this one. And that block out of bounds by Geske. Point Hudson. Bart's out, Dreyer in, and Dreyer to serve. And that is hit long by Ruber. When these two met up last year, nearly a year ago to date, Hudson was at home and they beat Eau Claire North 3-1. And that is blocked out of bounds by McCarthy. Point Eau Claire North. Profit to serve. She leads the team in aces with 16. And nice serve it was. Mullally's hit is sent down by the Huskies. And Profit back to serve once again. And that dig attempt hit out. That's an ace for Profit. This Husky team is senior heavy. 10 of their players are seniors, 2 juniors. And nice hit by Mullally. Leads the team with 79 kills. And it's 4-all. The libero Drost is back to serve. Vance and player in the net. No, double hit. Point Hudson. Mancino's Grinders and Pizza has been a family tradition for almost 30 years. For the best hot sandwich in town, grab a grinder. Order online for takeout and delivery at mancinoseauclair.com. Mancino's Grinders and Pizza is locally owned and operated, conveniently located on Brackett Avenue near Memorial High School. And that floating hit by Mullally heads to no man's land. A diving Husky went for it. Now 6-4, Hudson. Drost serve. And nice shot by Andy Burns. The best setter on the team, but likes to get points on her own as well. She leads the team with 147 assists. And if you're the rest of the Big Rivers Conference, you have to be thinking the conference goes through Hudson. That's another point for the Raiders, as they were 36-3 last year. Lost a lot of players, but again, state experience on this Raiders squad. They have already matched their season total of losses from last year. They're 8-3 on the year. And they did lose to River Falls, and that hit in by Ruber. They did lose to River Falls, but that was a tournament game, so it does not go towards the conference standings. And that's out of bounds. Hudson looking for a tip. The ref's not giving it to him. Now 8-6, Hudson. And Mullally with the kill. Now back to serve for the Raiders is Andy Burns. The 5'9" junior serves up. Nice tip there by Belke, saved by Drost. And nice save there from Shepler, hit back over. And that finds the corner. This time that hit was from Kate Kilty, the 5'10" senior for Hudson. And that's hit long by Belke, point Hudson. Rattle off 3 in a row now. 11-6 lead. Burns serve, twirls in there. And Hudson tipped that one. Point, Huskies. Back to serve for Eau Claire North is Braylon Ishii. Mullally shots blocked by the duo of Cope and Belke. Point North. And that's barely out. That left-handed serve from Ishii. Aspen Mullally back to serve for Hudson. Return by Preisel. And that falls short of the net. Point Raiders. In the Chippewa Valley, collectors know where to go. Slab Factory in Eau Claire. Pokemon cards, sports cards, buying, selling, or trading. It's the place where the hobby comes alive. Swing in today and discover something new only at Slab Factory, located at 2527 Claremont. Point North. They now trail 13-9. And Desiree Preisel, the libero, back to serve. And good save there by Burns. North able to withstand a couple blocks from Hudson. And that's hit out. Hudson once again wants the tip. And they are awarded the point. (14-9) Raiders. Kilty serve. And a line drive returned by Ishii. Burns sets it, and a kill by Libby Bartz. The 6-foot sophomore. Hudson will be glad to have that height and talent for the next season and two seasons on the rest of this one. Woodruff over to Shepler. That's hit over. And Bart's attempt out of bounds. Point North. That diving attempt by Vance hit out of bounds. Zoller back to serve. She leads the Raiders in aces with 14 on the year. Preisel. And that's Bartz. Once again, it's hit out of bounds. 17-10 now, Hudson. And point for Hudson. Zoller, just a freshman. And Hudson's up 18-10. Timeout, Huskies. You're watching volleyball on Zaleski Sports.
At Ridgestop Exteriors, we're more than your average home improvement company. We're your neighbors, and for over 20 years, we've been trusted and proudly serving right here in your community. Customer service is our #1 goal. Call now for your free estimate.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
Welcome back to Eau Claire North. That's Zoller with the serve. Now 19-10 Hudson. And that's hit long. Eau Claire North looked to regroup in that timeout. But Zoller, the freshman, bringing the heat. And that's a spike. Andy Burns. Hudson looks to have a really good team chemistry, energy. Before the game, they were doing a bunch of dances on the court. And that's a block. Addie McCarthy. She is the blocks leader heading into the game with 12 on the year. And these are just stats from Max Prep, so they might not all be up to date. But I use what I have. And what a serve. That drops right in front of Preisel. No chance on that one. She went to kick it. 24-10. Hudson on a tear right now. Zoller serve. Preisel. Over to Vance. And that finds a hole. The spike by Libby Bartz. Hudson takes set 1, 25-10. You are watching Big Rivers Volleyball on Zaleski Sports.
ZaleskiSports.com has leveled up. Go to ZaleskiSports.com and choose your favorite schools for easy navigation. From the homepage, choose your school to see team records, upcoming schedules, and past results. Use the video icon to launch the next broadcast. Use the arrow icon to watch any previous broadcast. See the full weekly schedule too. Level up at ZaleskiSports.com.
We're back with Better Halves. Jane is looking for a better health plan. Jane?
I need someone who'll make time for me. So, how would you two get to know me?
You want time? I'll keep you on hold all night long.
He sounds gross.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I won't treat you like a number. I've got award-winning service and coverage made just for you.
Now that's better. Next up, networks.
Hey, Fleet Farm fans, you asked, we listened. You wanted lower prices? You got them. In-store, online. We drop prices everywhere. Lower prices on summer favorites like Liquid Pool Shock, Griller's Gold Barbecue Pellets, and Airhead Towables. Lower prices on big-name pet care like Purina Tidy Cats. Lower prices on Valvoline motor oils. All because you said so. Look for the bright green price drop signs to find new lower prices on everything you need for everyday life. Only at Fleet Farm.
And welcome to Balanced Health by Dana. My name is Dana Besson, nurse practitioner for over 18 years, and I am here to help you achieve optimal health. Do you struggle with anxiety, unexplained weight gain, brain fog, joint aches or pains? I specialize in bioidentical hormone replacement therapy to help restore balance and achieve your overall well-being. Call or text me today. I offer free consultations. I offer in-person visits as well as virtual visits from wherever you are. Take the first step to feeling your best and call me today.
Your business security not so secure? It's time to send an SOS to SOS Security in Eau Claire. With SOS's total business control system, you can lock doors, turn off lights, control thermostats, and more, all from the convenience of your smartphone. Contact us today and we'll design and install a custom business automation system for you. We'll even give you $100 off a new or upgraded system. From concept to completion, your business is secure with SOS Security.
Welcome back to Eau Claire North. This game is brought to you by Shepke Chiropractic. Whether it's water, skiing, baseball, or golf, Shepke Chiropractic has got your back. For all your sports-related injuries this summer, you can rely on Shepke Chiropractic. To get you back in the game, visit them online at shepkechiropractic.com. Thanks to our game day sponsor, Oakwood Bank in Augusta and Eau Claire. Proud to support local student athletes. That's Oakwood Bank in Augusta and Eau Claire. Culligan Water specializes in all your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. Hudson took set one 25-10, and they went on quite the run at the end of that one. I believe it was at least 18-10 before they scored at least 7 straight is what I'm saying. Eau Claire North to serve. That'll be Kendall Vance. Teams electing to stay on their sides. And that's out of bounds, point Hudson. Thank you all for watching this evening. I know there's another popular sporting event that you could be watching tonight, but you're watching volleyball with us. That's blocked. And nice floater there by Andy Burns. 2-0 Hudson. Zoller serve sinks in there. Preisel back over. Zoller finds Bartz. Bartz blocked. And hit out of bounds. Point Raiders. Do you struggle with brain fog, insomnia, anxiety, or unexplained weight gain? Contact Dana Besson at Balanced Health by Dana to achieve your optimal health. Balanced Health specializes in all your hormone replacement therapy and medical weight loss programs tailored to your unique needs. Take the first step to feeling your best. Go to balancedhealthbydana.com. Call today for a free consultation. And it seems that Hudson has picked up where they left off. They were on a tear to start the second set. Zoller's serve returned by Preisel. And a deflection off the Raiders gives North their first point of the set. Shoot, I was going to look for more jerseys in the crowd. I see a throwback Raptors Vince Carter in there. A few Giannis. I see a Yankees. And a little miscommunication there. Results in a North point. Burns over to Bartz. Into the net. Now 3 in a row for the Huskies. Edina, Minnesota hockey, that's a unique one. Into the net again, that time Addie McCarthy. Bartz hits it over. Preisel over to Vance. And point Huskies. That time off the Profit hit. Shepler back to serve. Vance. That's Burns over to Bartz. And that's long. 6 in a row for Eau Claire North. And big hit by McCarthy gets Hudson back on the right track. Bart's out, Dreher in for the Raiders. Dreher to serve. Preisel over to Vance, tipped over by Profit. Vance to Ruber, saved by Dreher. And that hit out of bounds results in a Husky point. And Madeline Cope and Preisel out. Profit back to serve. The North Junior into the net, 7-6. Infinity Exteriors installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality you can trust. And Drost serve. Point North. Geske comes out and Woodruff in and serving for the Huskies. They lead 8-6. Mullally hits over Preisel to Woodruff. Tipped over by Ruber. And Burns tried to catch him napping there, and it worked. Point for the Raiders. Credit to North, they were down 5-0 and scored the next 6 points to stay in this one. Things could have gotten ugly after the end of that first set. And they were down early in set 2, but they regrouped and made this a good second set to start. And that's it out of bounds. Point to Hudson. Andy Burns back to serve. That twirls over the net and hit into the net by Shepler for a Hudson point. Burns bounced it a handful of times, looks over and serves. Preisel to Woodruff. Big hit from Belkey's returned. And Mullally. Belkey back over, long. And Hudson with another point. And that sinks in there. Ace for Andy Burns. No matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered at the best prices guaranteed. Auto, pet, bird, farm, snacks, Fleet Farm is everything you need, all at the lowest prices. Preisel over to Ruber, and that's saved by Dreher. Mullally gets it back over. A push shot. Point Raiders. Perfectly placed in the far corner. Preisel to Woodruff. Belke shot return. Burns sets it to Zoller. Zoller nearly collides with Drost. They regroup and get it over. And a big block. And hit out of bounds. Nice block by Kate Kilty. Timeout. North will take one as well. Hudson 13, North 8. You're watching Zaleski Sports.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Ruth Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointments, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile. Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Welcome back to the Doghouse. Hudson 13, North 8. Andy Burns still serving for the Raiders. And that's a Happy Gilmore jersey in the crowd. Sorry, I'm a bit distracted by that, but it's fun to credit to the North students. There are a lot more than just Wisconsin jerseys in there. And point to the Raiders. Preisel, Woodruff, and that hit by Cope is deflected off a Raider for a North point, a much needed North point. It had been 9 in a row in favor of Hudson. Burns to Mullally, blocked by Belke. And Zoller's hit results in a Raider point. If you're Eau Claire North, you would have liked to rattle off a few in a row there to stop the bleeding, but Hudson back on track and they score again. Mullally serve. Belke hits it over. And Burns sets it, and point Hudson. That time it's Kate Kilty. And it looked like Ishii and Preisel thought that one was going out of bounds, or they thought the other teammate was going to get it, and that's a point Hudson. And an ace from Aspen Mullally. She had 10 on the year prior to tonight's game. Burns to Kilty. No tip called. Point Huskies. Preisel back to serve, the libero for North, and the refs talk it over. Maple Fall Fest is September 13th and 14th in Marshfield. Check out arts and crafts, vendors, the Kids Zone, and get some food. Maple Fall Fest, September 13th and 14th, Wildwood Park and Zoo in Marshfield. Now 17-10, Preisel back to serve. It's a line drive. My apologies. I'd been getting Belkey and Cope mixed up a couple times. I had their numbers reversed in my head. That serve over. Nice save there by Shepler. And Profit says that one's on her. Just not enough on that attempt. 19-10. Hudson up. Kate Kilty serving. And pushed back over. They call it 2 hits. 20-10. Whether you're buying or selling, turn to the Jesperson Group at C21 Affiliated. They have a pulse on the local real estate market and can help you with both existing homes and new builds, and can help you through each step of the process, making the home buying and selling process simple, not stressful. That's what you get with Jesperson Group at C21 Affiliated. Kendall Vance, the North captain, back to serve. Also the assist leader for the team. Burns over to McCarthy. Pinballs around between the Huskies, and that's a point over to Hudson. 21-11. Keep your home and valuables safe with SOS Security in Eau Claire. Protect against intruders, fires, water, and more. For every room, every door, and every window, place your trust in SOS Security. And what a hit! The kill goes to Olivia Profit. Now Adeline Shepler to serve for Eau Claire North. And coming into the game for the Huskies is Elle Ruber. And what a hit by Addie McCarthy. Dreher comes in. Libby Bart's out. Burns tries to catch him napping again. And nice hit from Elle Ruber. Point to North. Profit serve. Nice save by Profit. And that's hit long by Geske. 23-13 Hudson. Profit out. The libero Preisel back in. Drost serve, and that's slammed down by Cope. Tony Woodruff to serve for Eau Claire North. That twists and turns in there. And a nice hit. Point. Set point now for Hudson. They lead 24-14. And slammed in there by Aspen Malali to take set 2. Hudson 25, North 14. We'll be right back on Zaleski Sports.
Be ready for your season with Play It Again Sports of Eau Claire. Play It Again Sports is just down the road, south of the 5393 intersection in Eau Claire. Just tell them you saw this commercial on Zaleski Sports and get $5 off any $50 order and $10 when you spend $100. Play It Again Sports, buy, sell, trade, and be ready for your season.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
Be a part of a Marshfield tradition at Maple Fall Fest, September 13th and 14th. Start each morning with a potato or buttermilk pancake breakfast and shop over 125 handmade arts and craft vendors. Also, make sure to check out the Kids Zone, yummy food court with maple specialties, beer garden, and a comedic grilling show with TV's Mad Dog and Meryl. Don't miss the 33rd Annual Maple Fall Fest, Saturday and Sunday, September 13th and 14th at Wildwood Park and Zoo in Marshfield. Learn more at visitmarshfield.com and follow us on Facebook.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Welcome back to Eau Claire North. This game is brought to you by HS Fence Company. They specialize in chain link, vinyl, wood, and ornamental fencing. They've been providing commercial and residential fencing to the people of Wisconsin for the last 18 years. Contact them today in Fall Creek or at hsfence.com. Call the Dahlman Insurance Agency today for home, auto, and business coverage. From Penn National Insurance Company, Dahlman Insurance, come for the rates, stay for the service. Hudson took the first set 25-10 and the second 25-14. That's Zoller with the serve, and point Raiders. Looking ahead, Eau Claire North has a tournament this Saturday. They play at least Verona and McGuanago. Could be more than that. There are usually a lot of teams at these weekend tournaments. And that's hit short, point for Hudson. Meanwhile, Hudson has a game next Tuesday against St. Croix Central. Zoller's serve. And a big block from McCarthy. And a nice kill from Adeline Shepler. Point Eau Claire North. Adam Thielen jersey in there, the newest Viking. As a Viking fan, I was glad to see that one. Nice jersey there in the crowd. And hit around by the Raiders. Point Hudson. Into the net. Another point for North. That serve floats in there, Burns, and blocked by Geske. but they rule it a Hudson point. It's tied up at 3. Burns over to Mullally, and that's deflected out of bounds. Point for Hudson. Security Financial Bank. Whether you're starting a business, buying your first home, or saving for college, SFB are the bankers who believe in you. Learn more today at sfbank.com, member of the FDIC. That's it over by Hudson. Preisel over to Ruber. Good save by Dreher. And that's hit out of bounds. The Hudson Raiders teams like to push and shove after a nice hit or block. In a loving way, though. That's somehow hit back over by McCarthy. And nice diving save by Preisel. And that's hit out of bounds. Point for Hudson. Dreher serving. Lobbed in there. And big kill by McCarthy. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. From roofing projects to siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has a winning strategy. Protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and score big with trusted, local, affordable service. 7-3 Hudson. Dreher back to serve once again. And into the net, point to North. Burns back to Dreher. Saved by Vance. Hit back over by Ruber. And nice hit by Burns. Nice save there by Drost. And big hit over by North. That's Geske. And the officials talk it over. And point to Eau Claire North. With Tony Woodruff back to serve, Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They're now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office and accept most insurances. At Bruce Orthodontics, they're saving lives one small at a time. Set up a free consultation today. And blocked at the net by Ruber and Cope. Point to North. It's now 8-7 Hudson. Woodruff serve just over the net. That was an impressive save by Harold. And a big hit by Mullally. Harold fired up about that one. She comes out and Kazas comes in, the 6-foot sophomore. Ruber hits it into the Bermuda Triangle. Point for North. Thank you for joining us this evening for Big Rivers Volleyball Conference Opener. Woodruff and big block at the net by Cope. And did that get the line? And that's in for a Hudson point. North probably expecting that big hit from Malali as she's been doing all game long, and then she just deked it right over and hit the line. Hudson up 10-8. Nice long push from Shepler, but saved by Malali. And into the net. Point for North. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. And blocked by by Profit. And that's all the way to the far wall. Point for Hudson. Kilty's serve returned. And pushed back over by Burns. And big spike for Kazas. Woodruff over to Belke. Kazas' spike. Blocked. Malali. Preisel hits it long and saved by Woodruff. Burns to McCarthy for the point. And Kilty to serve, 13-9 Hudson. And that finds an empty spot in the court. Point, Braylon Ishii. Belke out. Kendall Vance back into the game where she will serve. Ishii serve floats over. Kazas' hit is tipped. Point to Hudson. And the Raiders have looked really good tonight. And Brittany Young-Sanchez, the coach for Hudson, has to be happy with what she's seeing from her team. They can hit you with so many different players can provide a threat on the offensive end. Very deep lineup. That's another point for the Raiders, 16-10. Timeout called by Anna Fassler. We'll take one as well. Hudson 16, North 10.
Be a part of a Marshfield tradition at Maple Fall Fest, September 13th and 14th. Start each morning with a potato or buttermilk pancake breakfast and shop over 125 handmade arts and craft vendors. Also, make sure to check out the Kids Zone, yummy food court with maple specialties, beer garden, and a comedic grilling show with TV's Mad Dog and Meryl. Don't miss the 33rd Annual Maple Fall Fest, Saturday and Sunday, September 13th and 14th at Wildwood Park and Zoo in Marshfield. Learn more at visitmarshfield.com and follow us on Facebook.
Welcome back to the Doghouse, where Hudson's up 2-0, and they lead 16-10 here in the third set. Eau Claire North looking to stay alive in the conference opener. Big running serve from Harold. And that finds a gap. Point Hudson. They lead 17-10. Harold back to serve once again. And big hit from Olivia Profit off the set by Vance. And that's hit under the net. Point to Eau Claire North. And a big block by Profit. And Profit tips it over. Preisel hits it out of bounds. 18-12 Hudson. Della Dreher back to serve for the Raiders. Ruber saved by Drost, and point to Eau Claire North. Burns to Mullally. And that's a point off the hit by Annika Geske. North wants to get some momentum here. Force a fourth set. Burns over to Mullally. And it's Caitlin Drost serving for the Raiders. She leads the team in digs. And she makes a diving dig there. And hit into the net. Point for Eau Claire North. Woodruff serve. Burns over to Drost. Hit back over Preisel to Woodruff, fake hit, and hit over by Belke. Preisel to Ruber, ping-ponged around back to North. Push over by Cope. And that's a point to Eau Claire North. 4 hits called on Hudson. And the serve is long from Woodruff. Raider point. And that's called point Hudson. Make sure to stay tuned for the Nasonville Dairy post-game show after this one. There'll be an interview with coach and a player. Dreher to Burns. Point from the Mullally kill. And she goes back to serve. Never mind, she was just walking back there. Andy Burns to serve. 22-16, Hudson lead. And tip back over by Mullally. Hudson now 2 away from ending this one. Burns serve, twirls in there. Preisel to Woodruff. And point to Eau Claire North. That's Cope with the hit. And Mullally's hit is blocked. And that's out of bounds. The Huskies not going away quite yet. Braylon Ishii to serve for North. The left-handed swing is over. Burns to Mullally. And Woodruff couldn't save that one. Hudson now with match point. Mullally's serve. Heat-seeking missile to Preisel. Woodruff saves it. Preisel hits it back over. Burns. And that hit by Brooklyn Kazas ends this one. Hudson 3, North 0. Stay tuned for the Nasonville Dairy post-game show with Coach Brittany Young-Sanchez and the player of the game. Get your fresh cheese curds made daily at Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or at NasonvilleDairy.com. We'll be right back. Stay tuned for an interview.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, And we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports, here with Coach Brittany Young-Sanchez of Hudson and Andy Burns, our player of the game. We'll start with you, Coach. Evident today that you have a lot of scoring threats on your team. Tell me how you like to just use everyone and just provide offense from all over the court.
Yeah, we're very lucky. We have a deep defense and we have a lot of powerful offense. A lot of young offense too, and our big message tonight was just to execute. You know, we can do all the things that lead up to it, but really execute, and the girls did awesome with that.
And great energy from your team, pushing and shoving in a loving way with one another. Tell me about the energy even on the, a road game here, conference play, what that provides to you guys.
They're just having fun, honestly. Everything they're doing, they're having fun. They're uplifting each other. Even one of the moms mentioned, she was a mom to the younger players, that the older players are so welcoming and good to her, and that just makes, we're all in this, whether you're, on the court, off the court, the energy all matters.
You start 1-0 in conference play. Tell me a bit about your goals in conference and just this upcoming season.
Goals in conference? Well, we would love to take conference, yes. Yep. Reckon as many wins as possible. Nothing short of what we've done before. That's our hope and what we're going to do.
Thank you, Coach. We'll now join with Andy Burns, our player of the game. You are the main setter for the team. You lead the team in assists, but you're providing an offense today too. And tell me a bit how about you like to do that and just they're not expecting the big hit from you and then you just deke it over.
It's just so fun to play with a lot of talent here and being able to practice with everyone with such trust. It's just our chemistry. I can trust anyone to set them and I can tell them how fast to go, and it's just great to have that trust and chemistry right now.
And you went on a big run in the second set, I believe, when you guys had it going on offense. Tell me a bit about that and just the momentum that you carried to get this win.
I think just finding those shots that are open and making sure everyone knows their job, keeping the positivity and energy up, reminding everyone that it's okay after we lose a point is just it's great to have everyone come back after those.
I'll count you in though. You take the mic.
Okay. I'm Andy Burns and I'm in the house.
Nice job. Congratulations. That's Hudson winning 3-0 over Eau Claire North. Thank you for watching Zaleski Sports. We're providing Big Rivers volleyball all year long. Have a good evening. This has been Dan Lau and Don Millay. Thank you for watching volleyball on Zaleski Sports.